I'm doing a 8-foot by 48-inch live edge legal table. I did one before for this customer, and now they've asked for another one. So I've got the first board on my surfacer, sized approximately. I'm not going to size both ends until I join them together. First job is just to get it kind of rough, even on one side. One end of the board was 4-inch, one of the board is 2 1/4, so there's going to be a happy medium to be solved in between there. So probably the one end will be around 2 3/8 and the other end will be 2. But it doesn't really matter on a big table as long as you see symmetry on both at the end, because you can't see both ends of the table at the same time. And the side view, you'll never see the thickness change just at the end. So when you're using big boards, you kind of get what you get and you don't throw a fit. A big board is rare, so when you get them, especially in black walnut, this species, a big board is unpredictable. When you cut your slabs and dry them, there's so much that can change between the time that you saw the tree and the time you get to actually use the wood. So this board here is much wider than we need. Of the two, it was closer to the center, and I don't want to have a pith line in the center of one board and not on the other, so I'm not sure which side I'll use up.
What's a pith line?
That's where the weak wood is. It's the first year growth wood. That's where the wood is not on the left side of the tree or the right side of the tree, it's kind of in the middle. And so all of that weak wood there is not real conducive to butterflies. And so what I have to do is position the material so that I get 24 inches and can't terminate in a butterfly, in a pith line. If the pith line goes through the area that needs to be connected with the butterfly, then it's a no-go. So. I just got through putting these together, and now it's been surfaced again and stroke sanded. So I've done the final fill. Well, it might be the final fill. I'm going to sand the fill off, and if it needs more, it gets more. You know, you never know until you're done, and it is what it is. So I like to push it outside so I get clean air. Got our 5 butterflies in. The edge is taken care of like I like, and I am in the process of cleaning up a trestle base. Let's go see the trestle base. Well, basically, I keep 4 or 5 of these in stock all the time. This one is for a wide table. You see how wide this top, I call them the ears are, the horns, because it looks like hook'em horns. So this is what I like about this little trestle, is it goes together really simply. Well, there's glue in the seam here where there's dominoes, and then this is just bolted on. And see how sturdy that is now. That's really sturdy. So, and this will adapt to the floor. You see, this one's turning and the other one's not turning. So this will adapt to the flatness of the floor in this configuration. So here's an example of a top and how I would mark it. For some reason, I can just eyeball that. I've done it so many times. And I kind of know where the trestle has to be. And in here, it would be too small. You see where the trestle is? And out here is an option for the trestle. You can make a really long trestle. I've made several of those. And you can get a lot more chairs in here, but you can't use the ends. So I like to put it at least 20 inches from the end so that you can get your knees under there and not hit this thing. You know, this is going to stick out. And so that is where the end of that thing has to be. So that means your actual trestle is really like right there. And so you got this thing hanging out here and hanging out here. And when you're sitting here, your knees don't come to here, so you're clear. That's the reason for the trestle. extra little places, and I'm going to acetone them off after I get them filled. When you put the finish on, then you can see any swirl marks, and you can come over with 320 through your oil finish and knock the swirl marks off and polish your finish at the same time.